We are live. Welcome to The Scenting Guy. I'm your host, Jim Redding, The Scenting Guy. With me today again is Sloane, our amazing operations manager. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me. This is a three-peat.
Whoa! And
we can't say three-peat. We have to pay rights to that.
does Pete have rights to that?
It's a three mix.
Sure. I like that better, actually.
Let's get ready to three-peat. And as always, with us today is Mike, our amazing
I think Pat Riley owns that three-peat.
Producer.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
And marketing director. Here we are. Now, Sloane, you've got an interesting background.
Yeah.
You used to be Ranger Sloane in Florida.
Yes, that is true. Right out of college, actually. That was my first big girl job.
And what is your degree in again?
I graduated from the University of Central Florida. Go Knights. I got a degree in history and public administration.
Fantastic. That's exactly what we put for the job posting for operations manager.
The other Golden Knights.
Yes.
Gave proof through the night. Where was your park that you were Ranger Sloane?
Yeah, so I worked at two parks in Central Florida over the course of a few years. Blue Springs State Park was the first one. And then after that, I worked at DeLeon Springs State Park. So obviously there's a pattern here. Very common in Central Florida to have a springs park. Fresh water coming up out of the ground.
Nice.
Millions of gallons a day. They're beautiful. It's a haven for manatees. It's actually Manatee Awareness Day. So that's cool.
Today is Manatee Awareness Day?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Every day is.
Every day is when you work for the Florida Park Service because they're a protected species.
You know, I forget where I was, but once I stayed at a resort and the in-pool bar where you just swim up to it, it was called Manatees. And so we were manatees floating around.
I love
our
that.
Drinks.
I think that's a strip club in Florida, too.
Fantastic. Well, sometimes I get them confused. You never know.
Never been there.
Really, Sloane? Never. So what did those parks smell like?
I feel like in Florida, because there's so much water and humidity,
Yes.
that's a very common theme just across the board. Very leafy, fresh.
Nice. Love.
We get a lot of rain, so that's definitely a reoccurring theme. I feel like you also have a lot of the beach breeze will blow in from time to time.
Love.
So everything's very fresh, crisp, leafy.
So if I wanted my place to smell like that, what are you thinking? I mean, from our places collection, would it be Meadow or Lakeside?
Meadow is a good one. I love Lakeside. I was just thinking mixing the two of those might give you the exact profile, but if I had to pick, definitely Lakeside.
Certainly nothing wrong with mixing. You know, we actually have a lot of customers that do that.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll get 2 of the 4-ounce fragrance oils.
Is that on the secret menu?
Meadow
and Lakeside is called Swamp.
Swamp. It should be called Ranger Sloane.
Yes, I love it.
The Ranger Sloane.
Yeah, the Ranger Sloane.
Hey, boo-boo.
I have some really good pictures from that era in my life, so I'll have to send that so Ethan can
Yes, Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan, chop those in because there's some really cool highlights from that era. I would say Waterfall too, just because of how I know that's not a
nice one.
Actual places collection, but
well, I think it would be, but you know, we're very proud of the fact that we developed that for Ritz-Carlton.
It's a good one.
Yeah, they use it at most of the Ritz-Carltons, and I think what's special about Waterfall is it uses a lot of mint varieties for the green, so it's very uplifting. And then, of course, it's got the aquatic florals.
Yeah, I think that's what takes me back to that place and time in my life, and I think that's the beautiful thing about smells and scenting is that it kind of unlocks a memory or a location or a place, and I think that's really cool.
Okay, so Florida State Parks. My challenge to both of the people watching this show is to...
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Okay, 4.
Just doubled our viewers.
Yeah, reach out to us. Reach out to our amazing care team. at care@aromaretail.com, or just call us 702-780-7370, and we will send you for free, as long as there's only 4 of you, the sample plotters for these Florida state parks. We will include Waterfall, used by the Ritz-Carlton. Very nice, very open the senses. Lakeside. I love Lakeside because it's got all of the stuff you would expect to see around the edge of a lake. Definitely Meadow. Meadow is more floral, but don't let floral scare you away. It's nice. Yes. It's really nice.
And it still has that leafy aspect.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of green. Well, it's a meadow. I mean, come on. We know what a meadow smells like. And I think we should also include Leaf Spring. That was our scent of the month. This month or last month?
For March.
Yep.
For March. It was our scent of the month. My opinion, gold standard for green, leafy, grassy scent.
Yeah, it's really nice.
How'd we do?
I think that's perfect.
All right. Let's get those samples out the door. Do some sniffing.
Are we going to do that for all the national parks we're going to talk about?
You know what? We should talk about Vegas National Parks. A lot of people don't realize we have amazing national parks around here.
Yes. Yeah. I love the American Southwest in general because it's just got so many gems. I feel like the big hitters, obviously everybody knows about those: Grand Canyon, Zion, Arches, Bryce, all that. But in and around Vegas, I feel like within an hour drive, Red Rock is the closest.
Yep.
That's my happy place.
Yeah,
Red Rock
National
is your happy
Conservation
place.
Area. It's gorgeous.
Love it out there.
Just even driving the park road is like so peaceful and serene, and you get just absolute banger views.
I think that's one of the best things about Red Rock, having that nice loop. It is accessible to everyone and anyone. Whether you want to hike 10 feet or 10 miles, it's just a great destination.
Yeah, every time someone's visiting, like what to do in Vegas, I'm like, just 20 minutes. Get away from the strip. It's gorgeous out there.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really special.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, it's not heavily wooded. It doesn't have, a lot of overgrowth and that sort of thing. I think the scent of Red Rock really comes to life when there's a fresh rain.
I love that. Yes. Yes.
You guys know where I'm going with this?
100% agree. The petrichor smell is one of those things that it's like, it takes you back immediately.
And what, pray tell, is petrichor?
The smell of anything after rain. It could be, right, grass, asphalt, or rocks.
It's a combination of those. Yes, the most common place it's picked up, it's detected, because we, a lot of us live in cities, is from asphalt. But of course, what is asphalt made from?
Rocks.
Mostly rock. And the scent is so prolific and so commonly asked about that the scent molecule itself has its own name, petrichor.
Yeah, I love that smell. Actually, like that's one of my favorites
too. In the perfume world, it is considered a form of musk because it's that nice healthy base note that you can add other stuff to.
Musky.
Yeah. But there's just something really special about it. And I think where it's most prominent in any of our scents, we have a few scents that use it, but where it's most prominent is in our fresh rain. And that's why we call it fresh rain.
Can we smell it?
Oh, you want to smell it?
I think
I'll
I
go
do.
all day long.
I want to go back there right now.
Yeah.
Because it's so natural and like so primal almost.
Primal.
Is that weird? The monkey brain likes it. I don't know.
That's going to make a good clip.
I love this one.
That's it for sure.
It's monkey primal.
That's like the science of scent, though. It's something up here that relates to scenting on a like molecular level. I don't know.
Just listen to these ingredients. So obviously it's got the petrichor, white cedar, water lily, red lotus, yellow lotus, patchouli, green leaves, bergamot, little pinch of cucumber. Absolutely beautiful.
That's good.
Are you picking up the cuke?
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a little bit of cuke because it's just it's green, but it's just watery and it smells that way. Highly recommend. Let's put that in the blotter set, shall we?
I think so. It could go for Florida. There's all those little types of water plants. And
Does
stuff.
It rain in Florida?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
usually during the summer, every day at like 3 p.m.
Okay, then. All right. So then our afternoon scent is fresh rain. Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Give me another one. Hit me.
For
another
out
state
here.
Park. Yeah.
Yeah. So another one that I love around Vegas is just driving out to Mount Charleston.
Yes.
That's the Spring Mountain National Recreation Area. They have an incredible visitor center. The drive up the mountain is beautiful because you go through all the high desert environments all the way to the top with the snow. Gorgeous drive, incredible hikes. Just taking a big old sip of that sweet, sweet mountain air.
Big old sip.
Yeah, just
The fragrance.
Gotta be Mountain Summit, I feel like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that might be a little too on the nose, but
on the nose. Let me tell you something. The reason we feel so energized and refreshed when we are at a mountain summit or on the shore of a beach is because of the negative ions. In the fragrance world called ozonics, and it's basically that negative ion energy that gives you that poppy freshness. You can't really put your finger on what smell it is. And our mountain summit is loaded with it. What I love about our mountain summit is we found that these ozonics really well balance pine as long as it is the full bouquet of pine. One of the cool things about hiking Mount Charleston is you start at the bottom and it's desert. And then you go up a little bit and you have pines that you typically see in the city, but then you get into spruce and nobles as you go higher, and then the balsams, and they're all different pines that all smell a little bit different. And when you're at the summit of a mountain, the wind is coming up the mountain, and all of those are getting combined along with the ozonics that come from wind passing through pine needles.
Is that why we chose Mount Charleston for our smelly hike? For our company hike?
Oh, that's right. We're going on another smelly hike. How many will that be? We've done a lot of smelly hikes.
So yeah, I think this will be our fourth. Nice. Four or five. But it's super fun because it's like an opportunity for the group to kind of get out there and
I love it.
Outside of the workplace and do a little hike together.
Yeah.
I think bonding.
Yeah. I think a couple of times ago we went on a smelly hike and someone was even off to the side smoking a little pot. Do you remember that? Were you on that hike?
I was on that hike.
Hashtag candlelists.
I'm gonna have to bring some candlelists and see somebody. Yeah. I mean, wherever you get your inspiration, that's cool.
We'll bring some reefer fresh.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But that's the beauty of just like the outdoors. I think it's definitely it's for everyone, regardless of what your skill level is. Like Jim said, if you're gonna hike 10 feet or 10 miles.
Well, Mount Charleston,
enjoying the trees. Yeah, smoking the trees.
Depends on what you want to bite off. One of the most moving experiences I had hiking was hiking to the summit of Mount Charleston.
Oh, I'm sure.
We don't realize that summit is at 13,000 feet. That is really up there. Yep. And what I found so amazing about it, it's a 16-mile loop to do the whole loop. And the last however much, I don't recall, it's all hardcore switchbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Just doing a lot of vertical distance. Slate on the ground. It's almost like these slabs, and they're like sliding around. You got to be careful where you step. I mean, there is a trail that's worn.
Is that why I get drunk so easily at the Mount Charleston resort?
Maybe because you're at altitude.
That resort isn't that high. Come on.
It's up there.
Like 8,000.
I was going to say halfway up, you're probably like 7.
I think the resort.
The lodge was higher. They're rebuilding that after the incident.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure. How convenient.
It looks gorgeous though. The plans they have for it, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I think it's going to be amazing.
That was one of my favorite places to go. So,
yeah. Are we talking to them yet about what their new scent is going to be?
Mountain Summit.
Okay.
Hit us up.
We got to get in there. Change the name to Charleston Lodge if we have to.
They're building it right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They've got a great food and beverage program that they're putting together too. Yeah. So maybe they could use our autumn bonfire. Autumn bonfire.
That's a good one.
Picture yourself on a mountain somewhere, campfire, sun's going down, and you're cooking a meal, a hobo meal. You ever had a hobo meal? Do you know what a hobo meal is?
I do have some camping meals that are core memories for me, like growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dinty Moore stew, just straight out of the can. You ever had it?
How do you cook it?
Just in a pot. You just cook it right up.
So you're not doing anything. You're just
nah.
Okay.
But it's the ambiance. It's like the essence of the moment.
Right.
I went camping in Red Rock and I actually brought a skillet, put it over the fire, and cooked steaks out there. Yes. And then the ranger came around and was like, "No fires. We're in like a red."
That's right.
Always so check.
You know what? Just eat it out of the can. Eat it out of the can.
I got a nice medium rare steak, so I had to cut the fire off.
That's fantastic. Good for you. But you know what really moved me about that hike to the summit of Mount Charleston is when you get to the very, very top, there is this reprieve. It's like a foxhole, dug in a little bit, but mostly sandbags about waist high. And it's extremely windy up there because there's nothing blocking the wind. So you're talking minimum 40-mile-an-hour wind, sometimes much more. It's got this little flag post with a little American flag, and it's just, booking in the wind. And in the foxhole is this ammo can. And in the ammo can, you've got paper and pencil, and people are leaving notes. And the notes are so moving. And so I didn't really have much to add, so I didn't write anything. But I rummaged through everybody else's notes. I'm cracking them open and I'm reading them.
Not even like a Jim was here kind of.
No. I probably would have, but some of those notes were so moving. People talking about experiences that they've had in their life where they really needed this hike and they needed this moment and just wanted to put a note in the box. I was like, I can't compete with this. I'm just going to read them, say a prayer, and move on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Almost like from all over the place, probably too. Like
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Because obviously.
All right. We got time for one more park.
Okay.
What do you got?
Hit me.
If I could shout out one, I would probably have to say the Smoky Mountains. It's on the East Coast. I just to be different because the Southwest is so gorgeous. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I grew up going there every single fall to watch the leaves change. Wow. So that's just something that's like so special and near and dear to my heart. As far as what would that smell like, it would have to be something woodsy, like decaying wood, maybe. I think probably the closest thing in our collection. I was gonna say Conquer because it just has that like.
Wow. Conquer is amazing. Well, you know where Conquer came from, what we developed that for. That's our hockey team. Right. They wanted to smell like a castle.
The real Golden Knights.
That's right. The Knights. Sloane. They wanted to smell like a castle, and so it's got the steel, the leather, the musk, the stone. But it has just about every wood variety I could stuff in there and get them to all suspend together. And for a little bit of freshness, I went with the cypress evergreens because to me that's what I picture when I picture an old castle. Yeah. It's kind of in the mountains and it's got evergreens, amazing scent.
That's a good one. We have some good other like woodsy fragrances too, so I would throw those in there.
Look, if you want to just experience woodsiness, Cedar Seduction. Mm-hmm. Cedar Seduction all the way. Originally developed for the Four Seasons in where is that?
Whistler, wasn't it?
Whistler. Yeah. Yes, the Four Seasons in Whistler. Nice. Very specific. They said keep it simple, keep it woodsy, and give me a cabin in the woods where you've got a fire crackling away, and you're just in the woods.
That's great. That's the vibe.
Oh, it's amazing. It's woodsy, it's smoky. I just absolutely love it. Yeah. We've got quite a sample set going on.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to rewatch this and like.
Yeah, make us a list, Ethan. If you could put us a list together, and Sloane, get ready to make some blotters, because
Absolutely.
it's going down.
I'm ready.
The national park set.
Ooh, I like
The
that
national
a lot.
park set. I love it. Let's put it together,
Make it official.
Why not? I'm in.
or just throw a bunch of sample blotters in a box and send it to these people.
Yeah. Hey, you know, and if you want to throw some other ones in there that sound good, I don't know, bamboo or
Absolutely.
Santal homage.
Santal homage.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Should we do our coupon for this episode? Free blotters
Free blotters.
for 3 days.
I love
Only
it.
2 hours. Free blotters. Find your national park ratings.
So to redeem the free blotters, you just hit us with email and say, "I want these blotters,"
Yeah, I want these blotters.
Cool.
and we say,
Care
well,
at Aroma Retail. Give me blotters.
care
The
at
smelly
aromaretail.com.
guys sent
Subject
me for
line
blotters.
Yes.
blotters.
I love that because it's like it's literally try before you buy. Very low commitment, and yeah, we'll hook you up. Absolutely.
By the way, our scent sample blotters are pretty amazing.
Mhm.
They come in a Mylar pack, so they last forever. Once you pop the Mylar pack, you can take it out, sniff it, put it back in the Mylar pack. Lasts forever.
Literally
sniff.
forever. I found a super old one. It was still in the white unprinted sleeve.
Whoa, that is old.
Popped it open, still smelled perfect. I could have put it back on the line, but I didn't because I have standards.
Don't do that.
Just tape it shut. Awesome. I love it. So what is the coupon code?
Vegan. No.
Well, we were talking about vegan earlier, but now we're talking about blotters.
National parks.
National Parks.
Yeah.
I like that.
And what do I get with coupon code National Parks?
You get a free blotter.
Mike, come on. I'm trying
Give the people
I'm
what they
trying to
want.
15% off the website.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Site-wide, 15%
Site-wide.
off. What's the coupon code again?
National parks.
National Parks, 15% off site-wide. What if I want free blotters?
You just asked nicely.
You just ask nicely and you get free blotters. I mean,
You
National
can even
perks.
leave it in the notes section of your order,
yeah,
and we'll add it to your order for you.
There you go.
cool. All right. Well, I think that's a wrap.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
was
get
nice,
outside,
huh?
people.
Oh, it's so important, and now is the time of year to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you, Mike, for putting this together. Thank you, Sloane, for joining us.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Sloane.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Jim Redding, the scenting guy, signing off. Smell you later, alligator.
Go fragrance yourselves.
Stay smelly.